welcome back everyone to episode 6 of the Orphan Campaign!
Dun, dun, dun.
Last time was crazy. Up until this point, we have not yet issued the poll to see if there's going to be insanity in the campaign yet. So I'm going to let it slide for now.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. The editor is doing his editing job, but very slowly. It's okay.
It's all your.
He has other things to do. I don't blame him.
Sorry, we all have lives outside of here. Oh,
That's fine.
Sacrilegious.
We're nerds. We don't have.
So, starting from last time, we were going to give out experience, and I believe Guppy made a note.
yes, I did. It was 115.
Okay, so everyone gets 115 experience. All right. Now then, Corgi continues to work his way, making the bridge again so that you can cross to the different areas around you. You still have yet to explore any of the areas that you're at. If I remember correctly, it was east was the marketplace, north was the temple/religious district, and west was the trading district, if I remember right.
Let's just go with that.
Yeah, we'll just go with it.
I mean, you're God, you decide.
Godly things, the signs change. There we go. Okay.
Trading one's right.
Huh?
I know the trading one's right.
Yeah, the trading one is right. The other two,
We rolled backwards.
Yeah, we were south. We were.
you're on the way to head back if you
I
want.
think we got that correct because I was at North and I think I was down there.
Yes, I remembered.
Three of us went.
God damn it!
Oh, you did something great. Go
Guys,
you.
this is actually very exciting for him.
Yeah, this is very exciting. College student at Brain Finagled. Finals. Woo! Anyways.
Woohoo, finals.
So, Corgi, you end up making the bridges. They're very safe and sturdy bridges. JK, you all fall down into the cavern. No, not really. Good. Want to see your reaction. I got one. Good.
We all been
Alright.
eaten by the Chimera.
The Chimera is wandering down there. That's a good point. Wyatt is no longer with you.
He's somewhere down one of those.
I owe him a blood debt.
You do owe him a blood debt. He did save you from falling to death from rocks twice. And Chimera. Oh, yeah! Yeah.
No, that wasn't the Chimera. That was some gorilla thing.
That was the Chimera.
That was a Chimera.
That was Chimera?
Yep.
Big green gorilla snake.
Oh.
Yep. Anyways, what way did the party want to go? You have 4 ways to choose from, actually. You have the marketplace, the religious district, the...
Technically 5. We could go straight down.
You could go straight down if you want to,
I
actually.
mean, fair point.
We do have
But
ropes.
that's, 60 feet down.
We do have ropes. We
Yep.
have a lot of ropes.
Yep.
Okay.
We each have
Do you
one.
expect the safely going out?
If we're talking weight, it's him I'm worried about.
Yeah, actually.
I mean,
Not
to
the
be fair,
dragon
not all of
lord.
us are high enough.
You're also the Goliath.
Well,
Does
does it require a roll to
heavier.
go down?
Probably.
I'm
Not
fine.
like
I would
right?
I mean, you're descending
You're
down the
over-
road.
We're not going down because Chimera.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I was going to say, last time that you saw the Chimera, he was wandering down the tunnel.
But I mean,
Right,
it's
so-
fair point. There is technically
Sorry,
5.
I'm a fair 200 less.
I mean, there's technically
Actually,
6
fair,
because we could just
100%.
fucking leave.
Trading, religious, what kind of remember the third one?
Mining.
There's
Mining district.
Mining district, thank you.
yeah, and then there was the
Fairy vat.
fairy
Pixie
way.
thing.
Yeah,
Yep.
pixie.
Yep, the with
The dwarf that you guys never asked his name.
yeah, that you never asked his name, but he was kindly enough to open up a passageway to you if you go seek the fairy, which you saw through your diviner stone that she's trapped in some sort of metal cage.
So, do we want to go see the Pixie?
Might as well make my life easier. We can always come back here.
I prefer not to come back here.
All
of them for that chimera head.
We succeeded in my goal to kill all of the dwarven zombies, so I'm good.
This may not be all of them, though.
This is a crossroads between all the districts. So,
All
is there
of them,
like
yeah.
a map or something Close out of the wall?
You
That
do
says
not.
you are here.
You do not see a map.
Okay.
I'm thinking the ferry might be our best bet.
I would have to agree.
Sorry, OCD.
Yep, no, you're good.
That's not what I thought you were doing it for.
Trying to make sure, try to feel the luck tonight.
Yeah, that's
Get
what
those
I
nat
thought.
ones out of the way.
Back south we go then? Or is
yeah.
it south? Is it
It was
south? It was south.
Yeah, south is back towards the.
Yep, south would lead you back towards the side entrance.
Besides, this bridge will limit how many come through at a time, if any more are in the area.
It only lasts for 2
Seems
hours.
logical, Mordecai.
Alright, well then that hole will be there.
No, I mean, that means the spell lasts for 2 hours.
Yeah.
The stone is shaped how the stone is shaped.
Yeah, but after the 2 hours, the stone will cease whatever shape it's in.
Yeah.
That's not how I know that spell.
So does that mean the dome we put over this place is gone?
I am not quite sure, to be honest. We're
Well,
going
no,
to.
because he just put a
I just
rock.
moved
He
the
just,
rock.
there,
Oh, yeah,
there's a rock.
yeah, that
Earth shape,
yeah.
he just rock.
I think there's a
there's
difference
rocks
between
there.
moving the rock and actually shaping the earth on how you want it to.
Yeah, no, I think he just picked up a rock and
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can pick the rock. Yeah. Rock.
Whatever, you can remake the bridges as a cantrip.
Yeah, you'll be good.
Anyway, they start coming, they die. Anyway, moving back to the bay.
I mean, they're not smart. They'll just. We didn't even need the blanket last time.
Roll, if you wish to, roll a perception check with advantage.
Nat 20! I went from a 19 to a 20. What is this?
I got 21.
I see the world.
18.
Wow, this dice sucks.
I see. Oh my goodness.
You're Highlander, you see everything.
Right? Alright, so that's a 26 with a nat 20.
Did you roll nat ones on both of them?
That's.
Oh, wait.
that was my
It's
first.
on.
He's very
Yeah, it's
interested in the
advantage.
rocks.
That's much better.
You went from a 1 to a 19.
I went from a 19 to a 20.
Nice.
Oh,
I am
I read
very
that
much
wrong.
just like my goodness right now.
What up?
It's still a 19.
What's
I got
wrong?
No bonus.
Okay.
I apparently can't read because I rolled. I thought I rolled a 9, but I rolled a 19.
Okay.
Wow.
So that's all together. 21.
Sorry about that.
Well, we got a nat 20, a bunch of 19s, so I think we see things.
Well, this is based off hearing. From the various.
I hear the colors.
After the sound of moving stone ceases and everything goes quiet, when you take a moment to actually take a breather and listen around, you don't hear the sounds of the zombies, so you relatively can assume that you're in a safe spot right now. You don't hear the heavy footsteps of the Chimera, as he seems to have Van Moosk somewhere else.
So do we want to take a rest and get our spell slots back? Or do we want to avoid taking that 8-hour rest?
We could do.
How long have we been up at this point?
I want to say at least a day or two.
Yeah. Yeah, you've been up,
We're
like,
gonna need a rest.
we'd be fatigued.
Yeah.
I feel as though while things have quieted down, we should take a rest.
I'll stand first guard.
Yeah.
I'll go
I'm just
You
gonna
can-
meditate instead of going into a full sleep. I'm
And
just gonna
if we
meditate
have-
till I'm ready.
We have a big hole to one side where all those passages come in, and then we've already cleared the path behind us.
by all means, you could explore one passage and find a safe area to stay at too, or you can stay around the hole. It's your choice.
I mean, we could go down the marketplace. I mean, that's a reasonable place to think we'd find a inn.
We could, there's the, that office area too.
Yeah, we can always hold up in the office area.
Wait, we're surrounded by undead. Why not have a church? I mean,
Cult.
yeah.
Roll a religious check.
You know, that's a fair point.
You know what? I'm gonna do a religious
Cult.
check as well.
I'll leave that there, I'm not religious.
18.
Yeah, 12.
You seem to recall something about one of the dwarven pantheon abhorring undead, so if there's a church of them to that pantheon down here, it'd probably be the safest place in the city. You followed up by definitely confirming, there's a dwarven paladin god that absolutely hates undead, and there's been a lot of recollections of undead wandering near the church and exploding into fire.
I mean, we would
No!
probably also find survivors if there are any.
I mean,
They're
we
not
definitely
cult
saw
members.
We definitely saw that there
And if they
was
were cult
survivors.
members, they would be cast out of the church.
It's also entirely possible that we'll run into a lot more things to kill.
That's provided the cult doesn't overpower the survivors. But it's definitely probably the safest place that, the undead just
Well, we know
blow
what his
up.
vote is.
If the undead just blow up when they
So-
get near it, it's probably a good idea.
All to the church then?
I
I guess.
Seems
think
like
so.
the most logical choice.
see if we can find survivors and possible help to go save the Fae.
I don't like the idea of this, but why not?
I'll get over it.
All I'm thinking is cult.
But it
I mean, the church's God, who is smiting on undead, would not allow cult members into his
Provided
church.
from
would
going
they?
that's
with that.
provided there's a
Big
church for that
X.
god here though, is also
Yeah.
a thing. But I mean we can go look.
We can always go look. Worst case scenario, we lock ourselves up inside a building after we break down the door. Right? Worst case scenario, breaking and entering,
Who's gonna care?
Well, not the dead dwarves, obviously.
Exactly. My point
Alright, so
exactly.
we're all continuing to the church.
Alright. As you take your time and you wander through the religious district entrance, you get to these large silver gates that seem to be forced open. You see that there's a dent on one of the sides, which is big enough to probably have come from the Chimera. You see bodies line the doors, as it seemed that there was some kind of fighting at this gate. You see that there are not only zombie dwarven bodies, but it seems that there are guards that look to be normal as a dead dwarf can be.
I want to take a moment to look for some coin.
You look around the bodies. You see that there's bite marks all over his chainmail. There's holes through it, which looking like that for some reason he did not turn. When you do manage to find his coin purse, you find 1 gold in it.
The serpent coins. I meant.
Oh, there's no serpent coins.
Oh, okay. Well,
Got a
have
gold.
have a gold.
Woo, you got a shiny.
Is
A good
this,
shiny.
this gate sealed?
Right.
The gate's forced open.
Alright, how big is the hole?
The hole that you see is an indentation on the left-hand gate. From the force of it, you see that the hallway on the left side is cracked from where the gate slammed into it.
So big enough for all of us to fit.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you can get through pretty
And if not, he could probably force his way through.
I was trying to be nice about it, but
Okay, he's a Goliath. He is 8 foot tall, 350 pounds of raw muscle.
He's also barbarian.
But yes.
Move rock, cut things.
What's your intelligence?
Actually, it's
Not
a
bad
13.
for a Goliath, actually.
That's actually, yeah, no, you're actually like averagely intelligent. Like, I'm only 1 point more than you.
Okay, he's rocket science, most barbarians.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
I did push over the pillars instead of climbing them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull my blade and walk through
Jump those
those
pillars.
Okay.
Realizing that if there's live dwarves somewhere, it's probably here, I'm going to use my hat to turn into a dwarf.
Okay. You use your hat, you turn into a dwarf. You have a big old beer belly.
like to pop a divine sense.
Sure, why not?
I use Divine Sense. It reaches out in around you for 60 feet, right?
Yeah.
30.
It's 60.
30.
It's
Okay.
It's 60.
yeah, it's 60.
Okay. You
So
reach
that's
out
enough
your
feet around
senses
it.
to 60 feet around you. You don't sense anything that's within 60 feet of you.
Okay. Well, that gives us,
Anything that has been consecrated or desecrated?
You do not sense any consecration or desecration.
So the church is not within 60.
I'm not within 60, so it just means we're just walking a while.
Yeah. Well, it gives us a bit of direction.
To be fair, dwarven cities tend to have very surprisingly wide avenues with, massive vaulted ceilings and all that, so 60 feet is not really all that big.
Well, at least in the general area that you're currently in, you don't sense anything.
Okay.
When
Do
we
you
get
know
to the
that
church,
all
it might be a
the
better idea.
bodies are
Not that.
dead? That none of them are sleeping or anything?
Well, I'm glad they're dead, so they're not like sleeping ready to attack my ankle.
We're not gonna walk over and get like
Something the glass gets chomped on.
Oh, if anybody was gonna get chomped on, it would have been me looking for gold.
Well, somebody gets their ankle.
As you,
That was a curious
Pet
one.
Cemetery shanks on the Achilles heel.
as Azar walks through the gateway with your greatsword drawn, you step forward and you see that there is there's a like solid hallway about 60 feet away from you, and then it takes a right as it goes deeper down into the mountain.
The hall goes about 60 feet and then turns right. It doesn't look as though there's anything to be concerned about.
I love how we're supposed to cross this mountain. We're just going like deeper into it.
But sometimes to go across, sometimes you need to go.
This might as well just be
Go
a
on,
peak.
try saying phrase without laughing yourself to death.
I only got 3 hours of sleep.
I'm gonna move forward checking for traps.
Ooh,
With
not
a
bad.
16. Perception, so 18.
Already doing better than
You don't see any traps. You don't believe you. Probably pretty safe that this is an area where the public is definitely allowed and travelers would definitely come to. It probably is not trapped at all. While it's looking in your red vision, you do see a statue on the left-hand side of a very large dwarf holding up a warhammer as some kind of pantheon.
I'm gonna stop when I reach it and see if there's any type of inscription.
You
But I
lean,
spun it out to you guys.
you lean forward and you try and read the inscription. It's quite. There seems to be something obscuring what the name is.
So just those two.
I'm going to go read it.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if I can recognize this guy. Probably not.
That would be a 23.
12.
12. You're not quite versed in the dwarven pantheon. You know that they worship a pantheon, but you're not quite sure the name. 23. You recognize this as the legendary paladin Gogsten Hammerfall.
Probably the one we're looking for.
Indeed is the name of the paladin that you know who in life waged a war against the undead hordes that tried to ravage the dwarven cities that eventually drove them into this mountain in the first place. You know that he established this district some time long ago and has been a safe haven for people against undead, but it seems that maybe his magic has worn off for some reason.
Alright. I'm going to pray at the statue. I'm going to ask for insight on what this undead curse is and aid in dispelling it.
Roll a percentile.
84.
84, as you pray and you sit there, about half an hour goes by as you continue to pray. Eventually, you do see a brief insight. You see what seems to be some kind of orc with this long black hair and these blood red robes, and he seems to be in front of one of the other churches that seem to be desecrated, and he seems to be chanting a name over and over again. Akamu, Akamu, Akamu. In Orcish.
Orcish?
Yes.
That's creepy.
I speak that.
I'm assuming you speak that.
18 religion. See if I.
You have no idea what Agamu is, as it's never came up before in any other Orcish religion. Only he can see this vision.
I mean, he could
And
tell
it
us
appears
about
he's
it.
desecrating the.
It seems that he's in
Tell
some
us
kind of
about it.
desecrated area. You see that there's religious symbols smashed. You see that there's headstones broken. You see very briefly that there seems to be some zombie dwarfs, but they don't seem to be attacking him.
Alright. I'm going to explain it to what I've seen to everyone.
Do you like tell him what he was saying or whatever?
Sensing that since it's at the name of what I'm assuming is the snake god, I'm going to keep the name to myself.
Okay.
Just she who shan't be named.
Names have power.
Okay, well, the god we're dealing with is Lord Voldemort. So.
Perchance
Two
could
more
you
times.
write it down?
Names have power. I probably wouldn't.
Yes, I'm going to write it on one slip of paper.
And we're burning it.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
you probably won't. I don't know if you'll spell it right either, so there's that too.
Well,
So-
I'm well versed in the orc language.
I know, but
so,
if you don't, no, I'm saying for like, if you like summon something, if you don't spell it correctly, it probably won't.
Yeah.
Phonetically spell it.
Exactly.
I'm going to
That's the idea.
write it down on a piece of paper and I'm going to show the name.
So he shows everyone the name Agamu, and as he does, you see that the coins in your pouch start glowing a little bit.
Pouches.
Pouches when
I'm running out
presented
of pouches.
when
That's
presented
terrifying.
with the name.
That is absolutely terrifying.
That's not a good thing.
Do we all see this?
Yeah, he starts lighting up.
Like a Christmas
I'm going to
tree.
tear the piece of paper up on the spot.
Yeah, you tear it up and you see it stops glowing.
I'm gonna stare intently at those bags.
I'm gonna take one out and inspect it without physically touching it.
I'm going to
Like
mage
kind
hand
of
it
flip
for
the-
him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you could like just flip the stack like inside out.
That was the idea.
Yeah. So nothing has changed about the coin. It just seems to glow when in presence of that name.
So
be good
that's
at all.
confirmation that this name belongs to these coins.
Belongs to Satan incarnate.
Snake Satan.
And this orc was probably
Snake
the one
He's
that
my
caused
favorite
all
guy.
this.
Don't mess with him.
I'm just gonna walk away.
I think now would be a good time to find some shelter.
Yep.
That was the insight I asked for. Does any help come?
No.
Alright.
Well, we now have a source.
He was desecrating a church, so this may be the hive of these guys.
So it might not be safe to go to this church to rest then.
Possibly not. Or it may continue being the safest place.
We won't know until we go.
I fear no challenge.
You're just like
Oh.
kicking the door to walk behind us door.
You're the munchkin of the group. Kick in the door, kill the monster, get the
Pork is smash!
From what I
Checking it
know
out.
about
Oh,
orcish sociality, what do I know about what orcs do to rival religions when they conquer their temples?
desecrate them. They try and erase them from the history if they can. They have a burn everything now kind of conquering.
You're not gonna say those. It's
Would they-
historically accurate.
Would they use the ruins or would they abandon them?
They would abandon them.
Right, so we'll finally find ruins, but we probably won't find the orc and undead. Hopefully. Depends. Do we think we can gain anything from the ruins of the religion? Because they did belong to an undead slain war god.
If it's desecrated to the point where this is happening, I'm not sure. If we could somehow fix the church, but I don't think any of us are quite powerful enough to do anything like that.
That would demand an archbishop. We do not have that kind of power.
The closest we got is Guppy, and she's, more muscle than Bishop.
All we really need is rest. Then we can move forward.
I don't think we'll find it at the church. Alright, do we
We
want
take turns watching. That's all that
Perhaps in a controlled setting. And I'm gonna take my sword and set it onto the ground. If I am to touch another one of those coins, it may bring about another vision,
It also may bring about the death of the entirety of the group.
which is why we do it in a controlled setting.
Alright then. Billy, would you like to bind your brother Hound and Feet?
I thought more that the giants would hold me, but
And risks
I can
we
make him
haven't
a prison
afforded.
or I can make him a bear hug.
in all
it's
honesty,
kind of what I was thinking.
We don't know if that contact
Why
with
not?
Bear hug
If-
Why
is a
not
bit
get
more
keyboard
come in contact with him while
dangerous.
he's holding it, yeah.
I don't trust him with these coins in his hand unless 3 of his limbs are bound together.
honestly,
You are.
if we were to perform a test like
I don't want to
this,
die today.
if we want to perform a test like this, we might want to do it to the physically weakest of us.
And everyone stares at me.
Or
I-
me.
No, not
No,
you,
probably
because
me.
you're the only one that has
I'm
been
at
able to
6
hold
health.
these
I am
coins
the weakest right now.
successfully.
Strength-wise,
Honestly, it
you're
should
probably
be
higher.
me.
Who's
You
good
should-
with
yeah,
it should be
standing
one
in
of-
the corner
it should be
while I
Constitution.
make a wall?
13 and a high constitution.
I got
11
mine's
and
lower
16.
than yours. I got 13, 17, but I'm also not combat oriented.
Neither am I.
Neither am I.
So
I have a constitution of 20. The best chances of resisting anything would be with me.
But you're also one
weren't
of the
they wisdom
stronger of the
saves?
group.
Weren't they wisdom saves, not
I thought
constitution?
they were con saves.
They were con saves.
Were they con saves?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
At least dealing with the poison.
Because that was his
It was
backstory
an
starting
18,
stat.
and then my backstory gave me +2.
Yeah, and then the race gives him a plus from the
But
constitution.
yeah, it was raised.
Somebody just find a corner so I can pull behind the wall.
Alright, well, who were making the second?
Actually, yeah.
Yeah,
Just pull me to a
that's
wall.
actually pretty smart.
That's gonna secure me pretty
That's
damn well.
actually really smart.
That's not a bad idea.
Why is the Goliath thinking of this?
Because
While
he
the
has
conversation is
you
going
said
on,
13 intelligence, he's
I'm
a
just gonna
smart
meditate.
Goliath.
Well, to be fair, I did say at least 3 of your limbs bound together. So, if we shove you in the wall, you've got one arm out. And your head so you can
does
breathe.
it need to come in contact with his arm? Couldn't we just like bop it against his shoulder or
just,
something?
toss
Just
it over
bind
the
all of his arms?
15-foot wall.
Because he uses magic.
Here,
He
pick
can
it up.
Eldritch Blast with one hand.
Admittedly, but that still leaves one other person in physical contact with it.
Well, if we hold,
Yeah,
if we
here,
hold it
pick
like
it
how
up.
you were doing,
Corgi, just do it.
if we hold it like how you were doing with
Around your
the, or
hand.
mage hand
If
it,
we need to, I will cut off his
Yeah,
arms.
it's just
So we're gonna
everything
sever
here.
his hand in
Wow,
the
you're
Well,
Oh, I
Just,
see.
just leave
I'm
my
okay with
shoulder
this.
out.
You want to be Luke or Darth Vader?
Preferably neither. Who are these people of which you speak? I do not know a Luke or a Vader of Darth.
Just give him a cavity that he can stick his arm and head out of so he can breathe.
Just give him a cavity, but never mind, I'm not going to.
You have a cavity.
He is now part of the wall.
Okay. Against all my better instincts, I take out a coin and drop it in his hand.
And I point my crossbow at his head.
Yeah, I'm gonna, ready to.
What
To
side
battle
are you
here.
gonna put on his palm?
Velye, you don't have to look
snake
so
side up.
eager.
Snake side
Am I
up,
the only one
tail
who's
side
like, yeah, I
down.
don't
Gotcha.
feel too
Alright.
comfortable about
No,
this.
I don't
I'm
either.
meditating.
I don't either at all. But this is
The
happening, so I might as well be
the
prepared.
tail side falls into your palm. Nothing really starts happening to you for the first little bit. After a first little bit, you start like your hand starts shaking a little bit, and everyone else notices that your eyes start flickering a little green.
Oh my goodness.
And then as you continue to hold on to it, as you're kind of stuck like this, I mean, if I understand this right, you can't move right now, right?
No, he is part
just
of
this
wall.
arm can move.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
I imagine that we went to like
Yeah.
your elbows in the
I would
wall.
think like right about here.
I would think your elbows in the wall.
I mean, it's possible that they just did it like this.
Okay.
Because then it would be a lot
Yeah.
harder for you to maneuver
Yeah,
your arm to
probably.
do anything to
Yeah.
us.
Worst case comes, I have
You continue holding on to it. Do you want to continue holding on to it?
Do I want to, or I want to? That. Are you telling me that I want to, or are you asking?
Do
me
you want to?
Yeah.
Okay. You continue to. I need you to roll a con save.
There it is.
There it is.
There it is.
Come on, baby. Be good to me.
18!
5, 23.
23.
Woo!
So good news, you don't die.
Not
Okay!
So your hands start shaking violently as eventually you just hold on to the coin so tight that you dig your fingernails into your palm and it starts bleeding. You start convulsing a little bit behind the stone as you start seeing little cracks start appear in the stone as he starts to be filled with this unholy strength. You see foam start like just spewing out of his mouth as his eyes just turn completely green. You see a vision of another of the serpent again, and you're standing on kind of like this platform over this giant crevasse as you see it staring at you. Its nose is as big, one nostril is 3 times the size of you.
So it's not Voldemort then, damn.
Damn, it has a nose.
It has a nose!
It looks down, you see this giant yellow eye that is would probably be the size of one of the buildings of the orphanage as it just stares at you intently.
Do I have any like consciousness in this vision? Like, do I have any control? Like over what? Like, can I speak or anything?
You can speak.
Who are you?
Akamu.
Do we hear him speaking?
Yes. He seems to be speaking in a tongue that you don't recognize.
Akamu?
Yeah.
None of us can understand.
Yeah, none of you can understand what he's saying right now.
Oh, great, it's a parcel tongue.
Kind of.
All your 12
Pretty close,
languages
there.
and you can't understand any of this.
What is your purpose here?
Eat the souls of the fallen. Gain my strength. Revenge upon the dwarves who caged me in this place.
I'm glad he's so willing to share.
You managed to look around a little bit. You see that the serpent seems to be bound by chains suspended in air as it seems that it's binding it in place currently.
Now, does this look like my first vision was in a different plane?
Yeah.
Does this look like it's still in a different plane?
Yeah,
or?
it's still in a different plane.
Okay. How long ago did the dwarves bind you?
Time moves different here.
In our time.
2 millennia.
Holy damn, you old. No, I'm not saying that. No.
Bullshit, you ain't saying that.
When the darkness of the universe was born, I was made. You were but a piece of dust in the endless time. I'll always be here. You will not. And the vision ends.
Alright, I'm flipping that coin, like taking a stick or threatening or
As the vision ends, you feel this convulsing necrotic energy explode from you, and the stone flies everywhere as you fall to the ground at 1 health.
Do I have enough strength to throw this?
No.
No?
It
Alright.
drops out of your hand
I
as
pass
you.
out?
Yeah.
You made that hand that I gotta go lay on hands.
That's with the passing con save.
Fuck!
So if he failed, he would have died.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. The
That's a good timing on that 18.
this is not.
Yeah,
This is not
That's
something
why
that you should
you
invest with too often.
right? Like, good lord.
Yeah.
I'm
That's probably a bad idea.
Okay, I'm gonna grab that. I'm gonna grab that coin, mage handing. Thank you.
Come on,
Yep.
buddy.
I'm going to walk up, lay a hand, and floss.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab a healing draft and see it, and just kind of pour it down his mouth.
Okay.
And then as he gets up, I'm going to smack him stupid.
Roll to hit.
Well, I didn't exactly see you doing
Am I
anything
at full
about
health
it.
again?
Whatever the healing draw heals you for.
You
Oh,
got
man.
9 for me.
Yeah, 5 from 10
It's at
And 7.
and 7. So whatever
Sure,
5
12.
sides.
12, so almost full.
Actually, no, you get
I'm
13.
at 15.
Yeah, you get your max.
5 and 7. That'd be
Yeah, you
12.
And you're at 1.
Oh yeah.
Down at 1.
Oh, you're right. Wow.
15,
Math is hard.
15 to bitch slap you.
That misses.
It wasn't going to do damage anyway, just smack you stupid.
Alright, you smack me. Guppy! What was that for?
No doing stupid shit. I have to keep you alive.
Permanent change. Your eyes are now an iridescent green that seem to glow.
I am making note of that.
oh shit.
God damn it, Todd.
All you see me doing is, no, do stupid shit.
Like, is it
I'm
like
gonna
the
chuckle
entire
while
eyes,
in
like
my
how a tiefling
meditative
would, or
state.
just like the actual, like the iris? Or what?
Like the iris
Okay.
is like a glowing green.
Alright.
You now have irises that look very weird on you.
I'm assuming they don't
Well, I mean,
affect my
we
sight
have like
at all.
normal eyes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was asking, like, if it became like how a tiefling's would.
Yeah, no,
I get it.
not like a tiefling.
Yeah, tiefling's eyes are weird.
Mine were just red before.
Yeah, it's just solid.
No do this again.
To be fair, you didn't exactly stop him.
I said it wasn't a wise decision. Y'all outvoted me. Y'all are the one that caused him.
I didn't actually hear an argument.
Copy. We recognize this
she
was
did.
idiocy.
She did say that it wasn't a good idea.
But
and
as
then I
a,
said that, well, I mean, this is happening, so I'm gonna be prepared.
can I at least ask if this has sated your death wish?
I never had a death wish to begin with.
Codefold mate.
The one that hasn't bitch slapped further on will be in his future.
I'm
It's
glad you're alive. Just pat him on the back.
thank you, Mordecai.
What happened?
What did you see?
I had another vision of the snake creature. He has lived for millennia. He actually spoke with me. With.
No, 2 millennia.
Oh. You're saying to me.
No, 2 as in 2 millennia.
He has been around for many millennia.
Well,
I mean-
2 is not many.
No, he's
Many
been,
is more than one.
he's been in prison for 2. He's been around since the beginning of time.
Fair. Yeah, okay. Go on.
Point.
It seems these dwarves trapped him in the realm that these things come from. And he feasts off the souls of the fallen. The more souls he gathers, the stronger he becomes, until eventually he will break his bonds. And I explained the chains that were binding him. He said his name was...
Don't say it.
We already know the name.
No.
Yeah, no, he showed us. He wrote it down and showed us.
That was the same name?
Yeah.
That was the same.
Oh, wow. I thought you had a different name. My
No,
bad.
same
No, somewhere.
It is the individual that your vision indicated with the chanting.
Right. So, world-devouring snake god trying to come back to our plane of existence and bring damnation to our world.
This is not what Callaghan sent us.
Yeah, do we want to get Callaghan for this one?
Is
This feels intimidating.
This is more than we can handle.
do I have another scar burned into my other hand now?
Yes.
So now I have heads and tails on my hand.
Yep.
Hey, heads or tails?
Clap.
Alright, okay, apparently he's the alchemist now.
Sudden class change.
So, just theory. Would it not be dangerous to have the symbols of these snake gods on your bare hands?
I'm pretty sure I do not have an option.
I feel like we do. Just sear it gone.
You sear it gone!
Alright, why don't we just cover it for now?
Yeah, he was going to.
I don't know. Having these things imprinted on his skin, that seems dangerous when we're dealing with this guy.
We will allow Callaghan to deal with this.
If there is any sort of curse on him now, then I'd imagine that a relatively powerful cleric or a druid perhaps could easily remove that.
And I'm pretty sure burning them from my hands is not going to remove any negative effects of them.
I don't know.
I have a nice sharp axe.
I have held
No, Corey, no.
I mean, daggers.
Well,
work
the
too.
axe is on fire, so.
That reminds me, you
Yeah,
should not be
absolutely.
within 5 feet of him at any given moment.
Oh no, I've been hanging around Guppy.
Who just randomly walks up and slaps me.
I'm gonna walk away as
Oh,
I
no, I
don't
don't
like
care
the
about that.
direction of this conversation.
I am neutral. I can lie.
Oh, what way do you want to walk? Further in or out?
Are we going to the most likely desecrated and ruined church to see if we can find something, or are we going back to the Fae?
Or is there like a
I feel like
parsonage
we
or
leave
something
this
around
cavern
here?
and try to do our
Is there
actual
like a
mission.
parsonage or something around here?
Yay!
We are not leaving a giant snake guy to bring down.
We'd have to explore it a bit more.
We are being. We have.
Dalmatian.
101 Dalmatians everywhere!
You know, I mean, if it's bringing me a Dalmatian, I mean, it might not be so bad. It's a puppy! If it's just gonna bring dogs.
English is hard, okay?
Do we have any
agree. I've been
indication?
English all day.
Did
Right.
we get any information previously on this Fae and like how old she may be or?
Nope. The only information you got is that you know that she's been around for about 2 months or so. She was playing tricks on people, harmless tricks in the mines. No one ever got hurt
Giant squirrel.
or anything. Giant squirrel images that chase people. And you know that there was a vision from him that she's trapped somewhere in the mine in what seems to be a metal cage that she doesn't seem to be able to get out of.
A vision from Akamu?
No, a vision from.
Zidane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
quick
he
question.
took the divine.
With all the knowledge on different races and lore and everything I know, would I know if sacrificing Fae could be used to break bonds?
Ooh.
Cookie point. And roll a Arcana check with advantage.
Ooh, can I help him with that?
Nope, just him.
Okay.
Wait, what? No, wait, what's going on?
He's.
That would be
Advantage.
With advantage.
That would be a 14.
What are you doing?
Obscure mysteries of books that you've read while at Guitaros and late night reads that allow you to read that indeed in some elvish fairy tales it said that a Fae's blood can open a portal to a world of your choice. You think that maybe they're putting a lot into this fairy tale.
Oh.
Okay, so
You
we have
put-
to get to that Fae
you
right
that-
now.
You then also
Why?
remember that at some point during this exploration you found schematics for a portal.
Yeah.
Alright,
That we destroyed.
so this is what's going
I have
on.
the schematics with me.
The portal that they were creating, they made that with intentions of sacrificing the Fae in it to open a portal, possibly leading to the snake god's realm. I don't know if they plan to release him with this, but they sure as hell intend to release something.
We go back, we
As-
find that Fae now.
As he
Yes.
says that, I'm just gonna start hauling back. I do not want this snake thing in our.
Following him!
Right, let's we're heading back.
Okay.
We're getting to that Fae.
Everyone.
Realistically, yes. However.
We don't know how much time we have for this.
I-
Now that the portal is destroyed, they make something to get rid of the Fae.
I would assume from that vision, the fact that his nostril was what you said, triple the size of me.
Yeah,
Double?
triple the size of you.
Yeah,
Uh,
I would be scared shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say what you're
I would be
like
very
5 or 6 feet.
I am 5'11".
You're 5'11", so that means that the snake's nostril
It's well over 18.
Is about 18
Yeah,
feet.
it's about 18 feet.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm hauling ass.
Live in that nostril.
You could live in that nostril. That is very true.
Well, good thing it's got 2 nostrils.
It's a duplex.
Apartment.
No, it's a duplex.
Considering he almost
Drill a
died
hole
and he
into
just
the-
experienced the presence of a snake god, would he have to make like a con save or something like that and not be scared shitless?
Of snakes?
No, he already made
I
his
would say they need more
concept.
wisdom than
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe wisdom.
he already made his concept.
Alright, guys, just let him be. Why is it team up on him?
I'm just because he
So-
said con. I thought that would be more wisdom. I'm just.
He and I are already booking it. The rest of you are doing
Oh,
We're all right behind you.
No, we're going.
Although I don't know why the squishy are in front.
I'm actually not very squishy.
He's not that squishy.
He's not. I'm squishy.
I have a 17 AC, and granted I can't use it now. I do have a shield ability.
And I can chuck thunderstones. I'm not completely useless.
I'm
not saying
squishy,
you're
but
useless,
I'm not
just
first.
saying you're squishy.
I'm not first. I am the squishy, but I'm not first.
Yeah, she's the squishy one.
I'll be running ahead of you.
Alright,
So you
so
don't get that
as, as you move back,
heading.
heading, as you move back, if I remembered right, Mordecai picked up the axe.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm going to take
Yeah,
a blanket
I
and
wisdom
just-
slapped him.
Yeah, roll that wisdom save, buddy.
Oh no.
Do I have to slap you again?
19. Nope.
Nope. You resist the urges of the axe as you still feel that kind of like bloodthirsty presence in you, just a bit.
So I
by
kind of
being here.
like I toss a glance at it and just go nope, 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 nope.
I'm gonna take a blanket and just mage hand it and just cover it.
It's
As
already covered.
you put the blanket.
In blood.
Yep. You put the blanket on it as you're running past after you toss the blanket on it and you run away. By the time you get to the other side, the blanket's already soaked through with blood.
Hope you had a spare blanket. That's your blanket.
You continue to make your way through the door, and then you see the office in front of you, which you locked, if I remember.
Yes,
right.
we did.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
who's got the key to that?
He does.
He does.
You take.
And he's running first, so.
Yep. You take a right, you go back into the hallway, you continue going, you see that the passageway that the dwarf opened up for you is indeed still open, and he is nowhere to be seen, as it seems he has left.
Probably hiding.
Probably wise.
I'm gonna hold
He
at
went,
the-
if I remember, he went back to the entrance to hide, this thing.
How far away is the office from this entrance?
From the like the entrance?
No, from the entrance down to
that
the
you
mines.
opened.
40 feet.
Okay, so they're relatively
Yeah.
close.
Then from the office to the entrance is 40, to the side room is 60, and then to the entrance is 120.
Okay, I'm gonna stop
So
at
that's
the.
superior dark vision.
Yeah.
That's a drow.
Yeah, that's a
That's all the dark vision.
That's you got sunlight sensitivity if you want to see that one.
Oh yeah.
Suddenly sunglasses.
I can actually just see a drow walking around on the surface world with just like this would just deal with it shades.
Ruby glasses, 3.5 item, nullifies sunlight sensitivity. Minor magical item. Really
Alright, so
useful.
they're colored sunglasses.
Yeah, they're ruby. They're literally made out of rubies.
So
The fanciest.
I'm gonna stop at the entrance and wait for everyone to catch up while I'm
Oh god, we're all gonna domino.
while I'm kind of.
I don't think we were that far behind you. We all just kind of looked
And
at
we all
each
left at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you-
Well,
Well,
maybe a
then
few
I'm
feet
gonna
behind.
I'm gonna
You're-
stop at the entrance and kind of fight with myself on whether we should continue to get there as quickly as possible or rest. Should we take a rest while we're near the office?
I think the sooner we get there, the better.
I would have to agree.
If you continue pushing, you do gain level fatigue, though.
But we do need to sleep. It's either that or disadvantage on rolls.
Well,
Yeah, that's not good.
It,
when we,
Especially with spooky like coins. We could just
how
take a short rest.
difficult is it for someone to capture a Fae?
Probably very.
Especially one powerful enough to be used in
But
sacrificial.
pretty.
It's hard to catch.
You know that most of the time they're very hard to catch. You do hear some rumors on that you can catch them kind of easily with iron. Also, some kind of salt trick you've heard before. If you drop salt, they have to count it, which is another way that they're caught a lot of the time.
That is horrible.
All I could think when you said that was vampire.
Fred, refresh my memory. You said it would take at least a month for them to complete that ritual, correct?
It'll take them multiple months to finish the portal they need to sacrifice her on, which we just destroyed. So I don't think it's likely they'll kill her or get rid of her. And we destroyed what she would be used to sacrifice for.
But is that the only one?
You said it was really expensive and difficult to make these things, right? Mm-hmm. And they sent an entire army of undead to guard that. I don't think it's likely they would make multiple.
True, but they also have a marketplace here.
At the same time,
They're evil. They're gonna walk in and steal shit.
at the same time, all there was the inscriptions. There wasn't anything of value there. So I would assume that the inscriptions could be repeated rather easily. But at the same time, we're right here, next to a safe haven. We know we'll be safe in this room. And I don't know about you, but I am tired. That vision took a lot out of me.
There's also another thing to
Nearly
consider.
everything. God.
Con saves!
There's also another thing. This fate is actually very important to them. How they're going to have something guarding it. If not, they'll have the big gorilla, Chimera, guarding it after they realize we're going for it. We need to be prepared for battle. I don't think we are.
I'm not at full health.
Spell slots are gone. Racial abilities, health are going low.
I've been checking through this dungeon pretty well, but yeah, you're running low.
I don't like the thought of staying there for 8 hours, but I don't think we have it in us to challenge whatever's in front of us.
Fuck.
That's the conundrum we put ourselves in.
What do you think, Velye?
I think we've simply hit our limits. I don't think we can surpass them.
Well, that one or all of us gone.
Yeah.
Can you forward the message to me?
So we're resting?
Yeah,
Are we
we'll
all
go
in
back to the
agreement?
office.
Do we take a long or a short rest?
Long rest. Short rests will only
So,
take care of racial
what
stuff.
is
We
your
don't get
opinion?
spell slots and we
Sorry,
only
what?
get some of our health back. I mean, not to get full health, but not
I'm
to get our
resting.
spell slots.
I was
We're
going.
continuing.
We don't
I was
know how
meditating.
rest return.
Resting sounds like
Do
a
we-
great idea, considering
just-
the condition all of us
seems
are in. We
very-
haven't rested for 2 days. There's a lot of fatigue within all of the group. I know I'm having trouble even
This
paying
seems very
attention.
above what we can do.
So, my vote's on resting.
I think we've put ourselves in this situation. I don't think we have a choice.
I think the question is, do we let Callaghan know? This seems very above what we're capable of handling. We were sent out to go deal with one possession. This is an immortal god who creates zombies and has an army.
I will send a message out.
There's 7 of us.
But we only have that one chance.
Which we should probably use this chance as
Whatever is going on with Lady Vargas,
but
this
this-
is so much greater.
This is, again, immortal god with zombies and those creepy coins. Like, that possession seems so
Minor.
not as
Yeah.
threatening.
The possession's been going on for months.
What do we know about what's going on with Lady Vargas at this point again?
Bacchus. Bacchus.
Bacchus.
You believe that
Vargas is
Bacchus has made a deal with a winter spirit called a Yukiona, and possibly that the deal went south. There hasn't been any. The messages that came were multiple languages, but they all seem kind of off, as she's an accomplished arcanist and she was unable to do away with a simple spell.
So
What
again,
if they-
more undead.
Yes, but this
What
is
if they aren't separate cases?
That's
I mean-
what I was getting at.
You were
Then
saying
that is
about
theoretically horrifying.
how powerful of a mage and important magical artifacts they would need to open a portal like this, right?
Yeah.
Someone
If
with
I was
power
going to open a
influence
portal,
Get that? Yeah.
an elven high mage is something I would possess to get a hold of this.
And if she's this big influential trader too, she could very easily get her hands on materials required.
As you're all
As well
saying
as-
this, I'm sending out the message.
Yes.
Yeah,
As well as capturing a fae would probably be within our power.
alright.
I mean, it's
I didn't remember who was the one with the
She has it on
ring
a
totem.
necklace.
I wrapped it around my neck.
Yeah.
While we're waiting for the message to get to Calagan, we should rest and free this fae.
Alright, you guys rest, I'll take first watch.
As you take the totem off your neck and you set it on your palm, you see the bird statue pop to life as it starts looking around. Then it kind of stares at you, waiting.
We gotta get it outside.
It's looking for
Alright.
a message.
I'll explain everything I just explained and then walk it towards the entrance.
You gotta bring.
You see there's a
Move the rock.
dwarf-size hole through the rock.
The raven could fit through it.
Yeah,
An orc-sized hole.
dwarf.
Dwarf.
Dwarf-size hole.
Dwarf. I was like, there's an orc-sized. Okay, we have another problem. We have another problem.
You see the
We have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. We're going
Gordon's
down.
friend made it out.
you,
Yeah, we know he made it out.
you see on the other side that there is a crudely made pickaxe that is very used.
Somebody's been playing Minecraft.
He's been taking a spoon to shovel his way out. That's what he's been doing.
So he went hammer time while we pickaxe.
So.
Alright, so the message is out.
Yep.
Okay, send the message out.
I mean, how you think it might be connected? Yada yada yada.
Yeah.
Considering the size of our group, I think we should have two people watching that.
I can take first sleep.
Okay. Y'all go enjoy your sleepy time.
Because I still have one spell slot and I've only lost one health point, so I'm fine with
Yeah.
taking lunch.
I'm going to be resting in the form of meditating. Just that way I'm ready if anything happens.
I am going to be passed the fuck out.
I'm gonna whisper to Guppy, you can sleep first if you want.
I'm okay, thanks.
In all honesty, the person who almost died should probably rest.
Right?
You're probably more fatigued out of anyone.
I'm good.
I am, but Velye's on first shift.
I am okay. You go to sleep.
I'm gonna grumble and lay down.
Okay.
After he lays down, I'm going to take her aside and be like, we don't know what that thing might have done to him. It might have lasting effects.
That's why I'm going to
Keep an eye on him. Right.
I'm gonna hoorah, so we have Mr. Noodle on watch with us as well.
You hoorah as your staff falls down and Mr. Noodle
boy.
and the staff turns into Mr. Noodle. He turns to you and goes,
Pat him on the head.
A steak is not the kind of thing I would want when dealing with a
Yeah, you just knew it like straight up betray us.
Do I have any reaction to Mr. Noodle?
You're asleep.
You're asleep.
Oh, I'm asleep now.
Yeah. Mr. Noodle's just chilling. Mr. Noodle occasionally does look over at him though, and turns his head, and then turns back to you.
Do bells come along with the explorers pack?
Nope.
No.
Alright.
bells.
Traps.
String, put bells on it, put them on in the hallway.
Are you staying in the office?
Yeah, I thought that's what we were doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're camping in the office and
You
locking.
go to the office. Yeah,
Five
yeah.
of us are going to sleep when they're going to stay watch.
Okay.
And
You
then a couple hours later.
all managed to fill in there. Besides Colin, who else has touched the coin?
He touched it the first time, but he had no apparent effects.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just a little
melted
puddle.
through his glove, and then he was like, "Oh shit!"
I did
Best
actually
reaction
manage. I
ever.
did actually manage to catch some of that corrosive junk that got onto my glove, though.
Other than him,
Yeah.
through Mage Hand, that I've been the closest to touching one.
Okay.
Yeah, he's been the most like physically in contact. 'Cause
Yeah.
the rest of us are just like, nope.
So whilst you three sleep, you are racked with nightmares. You find it very difficult to sleep as you're rolling around. Like you just keep dreaming of this snake eating you. And you see like this giant, you see this like blue essence being sucked out of your body and your body like withering
That's
away.
just the dream, right? We're
Yeah.
not seeing that?
Yeah.
Is it just a random snake or is that Akamu?
No, it's Akamu.
Okay.
Okay, so we're not, that's a dream, we're not seeing like blue.
You two have minor nightmares.
Alright. Because I was about to say, if we're seeing
you
like,
just
the blue
see-
essence coming from him, I'm about to have a right?
You just see the snakes kind of like, you just see the snake at a distance. You see it's in some kind of plane that seems to have prison cells everywhere. And you see the snake just kind of glaring and you feel its like piercing stare go like straight into your soul as it knows that you're tampering with its coins. You two stand watch, you don't see nothing. It is very quiet out there.
Like almost too quiet, or like.
No,
not
like
quiet?
Just, we murdered everything.
yeah, you murdered everything
Well, I was
quiet.
being careful because the last
I'm
time.
very grateful we sent that monster down to the bottom floor.
Yeah.
What we think is the bottom floor.
Yeah, the mine could go deeper.
It's a floor lower than ours.
That's all that matters.
It's not our floor.
It's not here. And there's a gigando like gaping hole, which I'm assuming is the bridge is no longer there since it's
Yeah.
probably been past 2 hours.
Oh,
at this
yeah.
point.
Oh yeah, definitely. Don't
So there's just a big hole over there.
So
But can it fly?
So 2 hours pass,
Chimeras
and it'd be a new watch.
Alright, new watch.
You watch. Who's it gonna be?
I'll take the second watch.
Okay.
I'm up.
I would rather you be on the same watch as him because you can restrain him.
Right.
You can tie him down. Ooh.
In all honesty, I think he should be allowed to
Because we don't know
sleep
what's.
all night. I
we
don't
don't know
think
what's
he
going
should be on watch.
I
I think considering
Y'all don't trust me?
No.
No,
No,
I
it's the-
trust you.
no,
I
it's the
would
fact
book you with a
that-
stick.
I would take second
Straight
watch
up,
with
no, I
you,
know.
but I'm also squishy, and I don't think that's appropriate.
I could take watch,
Alright, so
so I just stand from my meditative state.
actually
Let's
I'm
go.
fine with that because I'm watching you. You're not taking any more but my books.
And everything you have any on. Take.
I don't know.
I'm watching you watch me, man.
How much do you watch
Now who's watching the
Here.
fucking dog?
Your watch
He is.
goes by. Azur's still racked with nightmares. You're rolling around on the floor. Randomly, you sit up while still sleeping and yell very loudly, and then
Does it wake
Fall
the
back
rest of
down.
us?
you briefly.
So, who wants to tie him up? Anyone?
Dirty.
I'm gonna poke him with the butt end of my dagger. You okay? You're not dead? Okay, well at least it was with my butt end of the dagger, not the
He
point.
didn't stab him.
You know my stabby stab.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna when I get off my watch, I will unhoorah Mr. Noodle. Since
Considering his horrible nightmares, I'm going to try to spin a soothing tune.
Mr. Noodle licks your hand and then turns back into the staff.
good Mr. Noodle.
You're going to play a soothing tune with bongos.
Good bongos.
Yes.
Casual bongos.
It's going to be the best bongos you've ever heard.
Roll a performance check.
Casual bongos.
If you're not 20 put me to sleep, I'm gonna.
11.
That would be E15.
You play very good casual bongos.
Yeah, you're pretty good at casual play bongos while you're keeping watch.
Just like, I need some music to stay awake. And
Once again, very quiet. Like you murdered everything quiet. So
I'm sorry, I'm really specific.
We're very
that's okay.
efficient.
you're very efficient.
We're allowed to sleep when everything's dead.
Did it.
It only takes 2 days, you know,
another-
we're okay.
Another 2 hours go by. And new watch.
Alright, so that's you two.
I'll take it.
Since we're having you sleep, right?
Apparently.
Okay, he is sleep. He needs to sleep.
Okay. Once again, you guys wake up. nothing happens because you murdered everything. So
I'm okay with it.
you continue to toss and turn. The people awake notice that the yelling randomly gets a little bit more frequent.
I'm not gonna yell again. That's probably murder on the viewer's ears.
Yeah, probably.
We're under
You gotta
apologize.
Like in the description, you gotta just put like warning headphone users.
Honestly,
Yeah.
these two, I don't think you'd be much of a net for them.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're gonna die.
No, I'm loud. I'm really loud.
Anyways.
I know it.
Just don't use headphones, guys. Safety first.
All right. Next watch
It's
goes.
even worse if you use earbuds.
It's like direct. Yeah.
So, who's going on the next watch?
Well, I've slept what, 4 hours?
How long is each watch?
2 hours. We have 2 more hours to go.
Okay. Would I have slept enough to regain my 1 spell slot, my
Yeah.
racial, and my 1 health
I
point?
don't think you actually have to sleep. It's an 8-hour rest.
Yeah. You don't have to.
I imagine. Yeah, but we've been like going at this.
Yeah, but you've been going like 6 hours is
Tired,
like.
we're sleeping.
Yeah, 6 hours is heaven to you at the moment.
If I'm correct in what I remember from the player's
Okay.
handbook, a long rest consists of 6 hours of sleep and 2 hours of non-strenuous action.
You're just
Oh,
chilling.
so then we're great. We can
So
watch
okay.
it.
So yeah, I'm full everything now.
Yeah, you're.
Looking good.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, we're good. We
Okay.
can do
So
it again.
we'll just
Alright.
we'll go back
Now
on.
instead of being meditative state, I just fall. And then go to
Mr.
sleep.
Noodles.
I just like
Thought.
casually throw a blanket over him and like lift his head a little bit to put a pillow underneath.
So it's back to you, me, and Mr. Noodle.
Sounds like a sitcom.
You, me, and the noodle.
That sounds like a porn.
Yeah, 2 girls, 1 noodle.
Mr. Noodle's a very good snake.
That's a Rastafarian. No, that's a Pastafarian boy.
Yep.
Viewers, no rule 34, please, from Mr. Noodle.
You okay?
If you want to ship them, I don't mind, but
God, we all keep
No
trying
rule
to
34.
smite this man.
Yeah, but it's not gonna start yet.
once again, you kind of murderized everything, so you're very good. Although,
I mean, you know, gotta make sure.
Oh, this is when you kill us, all right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
We hear something.
Is he gonna do something?
Oh, I got caught on the book.
No. Yeah, he said.
Oh.
7 of
Yeah,
us.
you said 6 and there's 7, so I'm assuming something's happening with him.
Who's it happening
Oh god, this is gonna cause so much trouble.
Is there any? It's you, Velye. Is there any
Bitch,
chance?
let's go!
Is there any chance my soothing bongos helped him
Let's go!
attain his sanity?
Not really.
Oh no.
Roll a attack with Eldritch Blast.
Oh.
That's just a normal spell attack, right?
Yep.
You don't have
No.
a fighting style yet, do you?
I'm not using good die.
But I can step. I can step in front of you if needed.
Can she do that?
You don't have protection style.
do.
Yeah, I can.
Well, they are obviously
Thank the god.
You rolled a
I rolled a
4.
4.
they are actually
Oh, so
keeping
that'd be
close
a 10.
attention to them.
No.
Okay. A 10.
I'm gonna roll my wisdom slapping. Let's
Mr. Noodle, Velye, and Guppy are relaxed. You randomly see not an ice shard. This green, viscously liquid ball just whiz past your head, and you see it hit the stone, and you see the stone starts melting a little bit. As you turn around, you see Azur's eyes are just completely green, as he doesn't seem responsive, and then you just faint and fall forward.
Do you have a stick we can poke him with?
Did this
I
wake
have a
any of
crowbar.
us up?
Yeah, that would look good. Everyone else.
Right. You tie him up.
I don't think that's
And
gonna
I'm
work
just
this
out
one.
cold.
Yeah, you're just out cold.
Well, yeah, no, that would.
You just kind of
I'm going to
woke up
going to
semi-possessed.
yawn
Move his hands.
and have my foot
That ruins lungs.
hovering against his head, waiting for him to launch back up.
Put blocks of stone on his fists.
Do you either?
What's up?
No, I'm looking for you.
Okay, we
Because
need to get
Bull
this
has
Faye and
somatic.
get out of here as soon as possible. Because if
Shield
he
is
ends up hurting
somatic.
someone, especially his own sister, he's gonna feel really guilty.
You already contacted County, yes?
Yes, I'm just waiting for a
Yeah.
response.
Yeah, like a lot of your spells are somatic, so if you tie up your hand, you can't use.
Pause.
You will
Huh?
use like
Pause.
smite.
Pause, guys.
Yeah.
What will happen in the next episode? Who knows?
Like,
Well.
share, subscribe. Have a great day.
What will Azure blow up next? Who knows?
Everything.
Everything. Ha.
Everyone shall fall to my